The last page. A short story inspired by real moments of luck, kindness, and connection. The engineering building at Brightmore University was alive with the kind of chaos only a deadline could create. It was 10 minutes to 10, the cutoff time for submitting final lab assignments. Students darted up stairwells and swarmed printers like bees. Pages flew. Tempers flared. And amid all that pressure, Lena Carter stood completely still in the middle of the hallway, panic rising in her throat. Her lab report, 20 pages of meticulous work, data, simulations, hand-drawn diagrams, was gone. Gone. She had it when she left the dorm that morning. She remembered checking it twice, sliding it into the outer pocket of her bag so she wouldn't have to dig for it. But now, as she stood in front of the lab door with her fingers clawing through every zipper and folder, the slot where it should have been was empty. She checked again. Nothing. Her pulse quickened. Her eyes blurred. She turned and backed away from the crowd, stepping into a quiet corner by the stairwell. Then, without meaning to, she sat down on the steps and let out a shaky breath. Her eyes brimmed, and one tear broke loose. All that work. All that effort. And it had just vanished. Across campus, Ethan Hale was walking toward the parking lot after an early morning coffee. Senior year. Mechanical engineering. Done with submissions and finally breathing easy. As he rounded the corner behind the science wing, a gust of wind rustled the pavement. A handful of pages lay scattered past his feet. At first, he assumed someone had dumped an old printout. But then he noticed the top sheet. Final lab report, digital oscillations. Name, Lena Carter. Student ID, English 4987. He paused. He knew that name. Not well, but enough. Lena was in one of his seminars, the quiet girl who always turned in perfect code and sat near the window. He glanced at his watch. 9:52 a.m. With a sharp breath, he turned on his heel and jogged toward the engineering building. Lena sat on the steps, wiping at her eyes when a shadow stretched across her.
Hey, Lena, right?
She looked up, startled. Ethan stood in front of her, holding a slightly crumpled but intact report in his hand.
This yours?
She stared, speechless. Then her eyes scanned the name on the paper. Her name. Her report. I lost it. I thought it was gone, she whispered.
Found it near the bike rack, just outside the science wing. I saw your name. Figured you might be running out of time, so I submitted it on your behalf.
She blinked at him, stunned. You submitted it?
Yeah. Made it with 2 minutes to spare.
Lena let out a breathless laugh, half disbelieving, half overwhelmed. Oh my God. I can't believe it. Ethan smiled and shrugged, like it was nothing.
Well, now you owe me a really good cup of coffee.
She stood up slowly, brushing off her jeans and adjusting her bag. The tears were gone now, replaced by something warmer. I think I owe you more than that, she said, finally smiling back. He raised an eyebrow.
Start with coffee?
She nodded. Coffee it is. They walked side by side toward the campus cafe. The crowds had thinned, the pressure had passed, and somewhere between a lost report and a small act of kindness, something else had begun.